Okay, last week in this large cavern, you defeated two Migos, and a dimensional shambler. And just to refresh you, down at the other two tokens on the screen, that they were operating a wood chipper and turning brainless corpses into mulch.
Ew. Oops.
We should probably be collecting that so it doesn't go to waste. I'm sure someone in town can use it.
I don't know if it'll fit in the guppy. I'm assuming the haste and displacement's gone on, right?
Haste for sure. Oh yeah, displacement should be ending pretty soon too.
It helps if I don't mute myself. If you want to take the time to, examine the wood chipper and so forth, haste would probably expire.
I think we probably check. Haste is definitely going to expire. Only at 30 seconds left. Just crossing the room, it's going to expire.
Yeah, I'd expect it to. The bodies. Maybe find a way to destroy this.
Okay, I'm sorry, I was... You're all crossing the room, looking at the wood chipper. Okay, as you look over at the, like I said, this thing is truly a wood chipper. And you can see, stacked beside the shredder are the bodies of 3 scum and 4 human bodies. The humans, there's 3 males and 1 female. You can tell that all of them have had the tops of their head cut away and their brains carefully removed with surgical precision.
I'm assuming there's no way we can put the brains back in the bodies, right?
That is correct.
I should have taken craft instruct.
And you can tell by looking at the men and the woman that they are townsfolk.
Okay.
And I'm gonna unlock tokens and Oh, and by the way, guys, this is probably, depending on the length of combat, only going to be a half game tonight. Because, we are really further along than what I thought we were, and I'm not ready with the next book yet.
Okay.
That's cool. That's cool.
And hopefully you'll survive the final combats.
Oh, Jesus. No foreshadowing, please.
Sorry, it's a holdover from Sunday's game. I love killing those guys.
I've taken a dip in sorcerer, by the way, so that I can create pets.
Ah, cool.
Oh, that's just pitiful.
Wait, you said pits, not pets.
That's right. It's going to be all about the pits. I don't want you to get lonely for a walk.
You know, Darius, I think I'm gonna equip every character with the fly spell. This entire world, everyone wakes up one morning and fly is a free action.
Well, that helps us too.
Oh, wait.
Or everyone but us, right?
Everyone but you all.
When he was not telling it, this looks like human armpits. That's it. Okay, so there's nothing of interesting on this wood chipper or on the bodies?
No, you do notice that the one woman, she's really pale. The men, you can tell, are from the village, just due to their, clothing and so forth. And, one of them you may have seen when you were hanging around town. But the woman, she's dressed differently. She's very pale. Her skin is almost translucent.
Like
And
she's been in a cave her entire time?
absolutely.
Can I do a heal check to examine the body and see if there's anything particularly odd about it?
Yeah, you sure can. Um, doing the quick doctor thing and looking in her eyes and so forth. You can tell that her pupils and so forth have pretty much disappeared. It's like she's been in the dark the majority of her life. And other than the brain being removed, she seems like she was a healthy individual.
Okay, I share that with the rest of them.
Yeah, she become a blind catfish.
We see no other movement in here besides this wood chipper on the body.
Correct. And you can catch, even at the distance that you're at, looking down toward the doorway, you can see shadows from inside the room.
Okay, shall we move towards the door, people? Should I go first?
You should always go first. Do you want me to stick displacement on you before you go?
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Actually, let me see how long it lasts.
Okay, I'm gonna kill the haste. Shield would still be up.
It only lasts, it lasts for 1 minute, I suppose. Yeah, no, we could do that.
I'm assuming there's a button I can push, the door opens, right?
Yes. Same as the rest of the doors. And looking, since you're closer, you can see that there are at least 5 shapes inside the room.
Okay. I walk up, push the button, and hope the group can hear us.
Okay, the water door falls and, you know, the view within the strange metal dome is mind-numbing. Um, you can see all manner of incomprehensible equipment has been set up around the chamber. There's a pair of blood-stained metal operating tables, and you see these racks of instruments for vivisection and everything else imaginable sitting in the center of the chamber. And the walls at the base of the dome are transparent, and they give a clear view of the dark waters of the lake beyond. Um, and about 40 feet, yeah, the dome gives you, you know, a clear view of the dark waters of the lake bottom. However, about 40 feet up in the air, you can see this image of a mysterious dark gray planet orbiting a burning orange star. And knowledge nature checks to see if you can recognize the star pattern. But the light from the image gives this entire chamber this lurid glow. And Darius, you know your astronomy pretty well, and you're confident that this star has never been seen in the skies of Galeran.
Well, that's not good.
No, it's not.
And more importantly, with everything else in this room, there are 5 Migos in there.
And probably something bigger waiting.
Absolutely not. You know, that's all you see is just 4 of these little things. And it's time to roll for initiative.
Come on, baby, don't roll like crap.
And I'm going to share a different image of what you're fighting, just to remind you.
Okay, this looks a lot less phallic.
Yeah, just a little bit meaner.
Looks like something horrible of Starship.
Alien plants.
Okay, and the first one is just intent on hasn't noticed you. He's concentrating on, you know, the task, whatever he's doing on the table. And, you know, number one, same way. Number three, on the other hand, does see the door come down and, you know, makes motion. I don't remember if these things were capable of speech.
They are, but not. We probably won't understand them because they speak their own language. There's a Migo language.
Yeah, and you know, it does its insect slash plant like language and alerts the others to your presence before it hops up and on its into the air, and it flies down toward the door and lands. And Darius, you are up, sir.
I am going to take a 5-foot step back, and I am going to inject Groka.
Hashtag me3.
Groka now has improved invisibility for the next minute.
Improved or greater?
Greater, sorry.
What's that do? Let you attack while invisible?
Yeah, it doesn't come down when you attack.
Alright, Gruka will cast a sorry. She's gonna Scorching Ray the first one.
Oh yeah, they're resistant to fire, I think.
Oh, they're resistant to fire.
Yeah, and you rolled earlier, you know, that they're immune to cold. DR5 slashing, they're resistant to electricity, fire, and they are capable of starflight.
Starflight?
Yes. Um, Amigo can survive in the void of outer space. It flies through space at an incredible speed. Exact travel times vary, but uh, a trip within a normal solar system normally takes 3 to 20 months.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do, Gruka, or are you done damaging my critters?
All done.
Okay, number 5 is going to hop down, or hop up, and fly over into the corner there. Number 2 is coming around that rack of equipment.
Okay. First thing I'm going to do, take a 5-foot step up and use my lunge feet and swing away at Moigo 3 for full attack. So I take -2 to my armor for a round. One lucky day. And that's my turn.
Okay. Number 4. What the hell is going on? And he's going to ready an action. Number 1's coming down and ready in an action. And number 3 is gonna take a 5-foot step, and you see these 4 claws coming at you. And let's see.
Only one was ahead, but I don't know what the miss percent was.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Miss percent. Yeah, okay. I hate how, you know, these results come in so random at times.
Yeah.
You got lucky. The one that did hit you, missed.
He thought he hit you, but then he missed entirely.
He tried to.
Alright, Garrus will come up, and again, he is going to inject Demon with heroism. Heroism, not heroin.
Start flexing.
Hey man, you're fixing to die. Here, have some heroin. Oh, I meant heroism.
Alright, Gruka's going to cast a spell. Pulling out her 4th level spell. Wait, this seems to be... Are we seeing anything else in here besides these guys?
You see the portal to the strange other planet.
Yeah, you're seeing an image, but that's pretty much it.
Alright, this is probably worth the level 4 spell.
Wait. Let me change that for a minute. You're not quite sure what they're doing, but on one of the tables, where number 4 is, they are experimenting on a naked human male.
No, dear.
Damn it.
And he is strapped to the operating table. You see numerous needles and clamps attached to hoses and leads extending from the man's body to a bank of cylinders. it won't affect the game, but I'm going to bring him down there to the other table. And, you know, all this crap is connected to a bank of cylinders, levers, and dials.
Alright, so...
Right there.
And does his, I assume the top of his head is still in place?
Yes, the top of his head is still in place.
No. They haven't removed his brain yet. We can't just blow him up.
So if a spell says it could cast a radius up to 5 feet, that means I could choose to make it up to the max or to the minimum, right? Up to 5 feet per 2 levels. That means I can control the radius? Or does it have to go max?
On which spell?
Does it say up to?
It does say up to. So I'm reading that as I can control the size of the radius.
And which spell?
It's the Wall of Sound, my 4th level.
Or a ring of sound with a radius of up to... You know, I would give you the ability to control it.
Alright, sounds good. I won't be making a 25-foot radius. I guess I'll make a smaller one. Alright, so that's a 10-foot radius, and it still might get to whoever's on the table if it's...
It would, yeah, because it attacks anyone within 10 feet of the wall.
Would I have line of sight to that spot? Oh wait, did you say both tables have some kind of experimental...
No, just the one on,
just the
on the
north
south.
One?
The one on the south.
southern one.
Yeah.
Oh, the one in the south. Alright, I think that's probably not gonna get the table, whatever's on the table that's being experimented on, 10 feet from the radius. Those two are taking direct damage as if they were passing through it, and then I'll apply the other two who are outside of it.
Okay. And you have pissed the whole room off now.
So the whole room is just sort of like have this deafening sound that sends out some force damage, or sonic damage rather.
It's like you ring the dinner bell.
But they can't see him. Her.
True. He's invisible.
Darius, could you talk for just a second?
Talking for just a second.
Thank you.
Yeah, sometimes you're real low.
I'm raising the volume on you.
This actually has spell resistance. Do they have spell resistance?
It would make you roll cast.
No, they do not.
Okay, so it might roll automatically if they do, then, I guess?
Spells. Yes, it automatically checks for spell resistance.
Okay, number 5, you know, he is going to come down and block the passageway, and he's going to swing one of his claws at Damon.
Alright, he's going to take some sonic damage as he moves through it.
Okay, go ahead and apply it, and you got lucky.
He missed the crit.
He confirmed the crit, but the mischance, damn it.
Did we not last session? Did we not say that if we doesn't he maybe he doesn't hit him for crit, but doesn't he hit him for normal damage? I thought we said something about that if you crit something and then it misses on the displacement. I think that's what you said you were going to give us last week, anyways.
Hey, you know, I'll take that.
Not that I want to, punish Damon, but I do seem to remember it was to our favor last week.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
And
yeah, because I think it was against the displacement beast.
have a whopping 3 points of damage. Okay, number 2 is going to move out of the cone. And he starts helping the other Migo with the patient.
Okay. Well,
Gruka, he would take the damage too because he left the wall.
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure about that. So if he leaves, he's standing right next to a square that is outside of the wall. If he leaves it, does he take damage, GM? The other guy was passing through it, so I'm not sure how you would rule that.
Yeah, if he was inside the circle and steps out, you know, yeah, he's going to take the damage.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna swing away at Migro 3, praying to Samurai to guide my sword. And going with the 50-50%.
Okay. Number 4 is working on the patient. One is going to ready an action. 3 says, you know, that really hurt.
Jesus Christ, what's with the crits?
And You know, I had this the other day and I so enjoyed it. And you get lucky again.
Well, you still get me for damage with the crit, just not a full damage.
That's, yeah, I forgot that.
Alright, Darius is finally ready to throw some balls.
Just not at me.
That was not supposed to be. Did I actually throw one at you?
Oh, yeah, you targeted.
I rolled the one, fortunately. Yeah, so Lego 5 got hit.
I think on a 1 you should have to throw your bomb in the opposite direction. You know, it could have slipped out of your hand while you were throwing it. You could have dropped it at your feet. Why does it always have to go toward the bad guys?
And then the second bomb. Oh.
Kuka is going to step up and full round attack on number 5. He is denied of his dex, and she gets a +2 to this attack for being invisible.
I don't know if it's Makoto with the spell or not.
We'll see.
Well, this might be a good time to point out that these creatures do have blind sight and can see you.
Oh dear.
Oh damn. So okay, remove the effects on them then.
Here, I can take off the greater defense.
I was just waiting for you to step up. A hit, but no crit.
So is that 2 hits?
You looks like it, yeah.
Yep.
He's not prone yet. And, you know, he's gonna take a swing and die. But he's gonna hit you first. And number 2 is, he kind of takes a 5-foot step around the head of the table, and, you know, they're frantically working on the patient.
Crap. Well, I'll hit 3, I guess. Instead, I can take a 5-foot step still, right?
You can move. Or did you do a full round attack? No, you just did a single attack.
I did a single attack. So
Yeah,
I can
you can still move full. Yeah.
Of course, if I can go into that the bubble. Screw it, yeah.
You can always go to there. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, then you would be attack of opportunity.
Yeah. I can go there, right?
Yeah, you sure can.
You know, in my turn. And that guy had an action ready.
And at the very least, he gets an attack of opportunity.
So he gets attacked twice, I would assume.
Depends on his actions.
And you know what? Let me go 1. Oh my god, I hit! I hit! Take that! And his readied action was to attack anything that moved close. So let's take another one. Oh my god, twice in a row. Okay, it's the tumor's turn, and Damon, you're probably, you're engaged in combat and so forth, but you can see the patient, fairly well laying there on the table. And you see the body start to shake violently. And,
giant worm pops out of it.
yeah, his head explodes.
I've seen this before.
It's probably much worse this time.
And you see the slug and so forth, there on top of his head and whatnot. And Migo number 4 steps away from the table, and he's walks over to the wall and is looking at some instruments on it. Migo number 1, feeling confident when you moved up, is going to try a full attack. And all of them ended up missing you.
You hear me going, "Thank you, Darius."
So is the worm actually, the slug thing actually in the room now, or is it not targetable?
Yeah, but it's not targetable.
Okay.
If you want to take a shot at it, you can.
Nope, no, that's okay. I will.
And you know what? Let me just go ahead and throw one on the map. And we'll set his init at 0.
So Darius will move into the passageway.
Come on in and join the party.
And then sure, please throw the bomb at the slug and we go. Because no one likes slugs or amigos.
No, especially not a lot of the slugs we've been seeing.
Gruka.
Kruka.
Charge!
Can't charge because it's something's in the way. So she probably does not have enough knowledge to know what the hell they're like so intent on doing. She's just gonna try to go in and take them out as best as she could.
Yeah, and the creature that just exploded out of this man's head, you've never seen anything like it.
And we probably haven't had the chance to tell you about it.
No, we haven't.
Okay, number 2. Jumps up in the air and takes flight and comes down and lands beside you, Gruka. And it swings one of its claws at you, and you're able to easily dodge it. And I forgot about that, right into the sound, didn't he?
Well, he couldn't see it. But he must have forgotten it because all his buddies were taking it.
Okay. I'm praying the samurai again to guide my sword. Swing away and me go on. And the muttons, if you can let me hit twice in a row.
Is heroism? No, it is on you. Oh.
Okay, there's. First of all, I want to thank you so much for attacking the slug. Truly, truly, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. And
Whatever happens next is not my fault.
It takes extra-dimensional roids and hogs out.
Well, it's funny that you should say steroids like that, because the Migos were feeding it. Let's see, that's back here. And yeah, they have been feeding the slug spawn an overdose of the nutrients that it needs to reach maturity. And it's trying to energize and manipulate its evolution, And triggered by, exploding out of this guy's head and all the nutrients, it starts growing at a tremendous rate. And you see the guy on the table, his body turns a dark color, and it starts to swell, and then it suddenly burst open like an overripe tomato. And you see this hooved, tree-like abomination with writhing tentacles and gaping mouths rising from the rider's ruined corpse. And it just starts bloating and becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. And at the end of the next round, you will have to deal with him.
Great.
And number 4 is gonna run down here and try and take a swipe at you, Damon. And nope. And number 1 is gonna do 2 claws on Damon. And I got a hit. And then he's gonna try to do 2 claws on Gruka.
Yourself throw bombs. Need to throw a second bomb.
You killed my amigo.
There's only 2 amigos, not 3.
Gruka's gonna jab into the column of sound and full attack one of the creatures stuck in there. So that's 3 damage.
Well, one of your crits confirmed.
So that's 3 damage altogether.
Fine.
And another one bites the dust. Boom, boom, boom.
Mr. Grib, should I take care of this last amigo before we worry about the spawn?
Yep.
Okay. I take out amigo 4. Well, I attack it twice. Hopefully not miss twice.
Ouch.
That ends my turn.
Okay, and it is, it just keeps growing and growing rapidly. And what you see coming out of the body is an actual dark young of Shib Nagruth or whatever.
That can't be good.
Ooh, it can't.
And he comes off the map. And it truly, this creature has just rapidly grown so much that, you know, it's overtaken the table, and
Jesus Christ.
it becomes this huge monster. And Migo number 4 is still in the game, and yeah, full attack, and nothing. I hate you, Dares.
Yeah, at least I haven't dropped anything into a pit yet. Darius will leave Neo 4 to Demon and start bombing the Dark Young of Shub Nigros. Because it looks horrible. Ooh, it resisted it all.
Everyone step back just at the edge of the sound barrier.
Okay, wait a minute. You threw a normal acid bomb. Ah, yes. It did resist it all. Sorry, Dares.
That's not good.
Are you using the Alcahest bombs?
Yeah.
Did they change the rule, or some of that is sonic damage?
No, they changed the rule. It was force damage, and they changed it.
Or force damage. It's just straight acid now?
Yeah. They nerfed them a bit.
Yeah.
Alright, I will... Okay. I throw, having seen my first bomb, the creature just sort of ha 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 laughs at me. I will bomb Migo 4. And then I will take a 5-foot step. I think I might be need to move up slightly.
Gruka also takes a 5-foot step back. And casts a lightning bolt on that thing, see what happens.
Regenerate. Grows twice as big.
Yeah. So there's no attack, I guess. Straight line, and it would make a reflex save. Does it spell resist?
What are you doing? Lightning bolt?
The lightning bolt, yeah.
If you expand it and just grab the cast button and drag it over to the Dark Young, it'll do the reflex save, and so it failed its reflex save, so you're good to apply the damage.
Resisted. So that answers that question.
Of course it does.
So it was immune to acid, it was immune to lightning and electricity.
Anything else you want to attempt to do there, Gruka?
Cry.
And are you, would you still be able to maintain the sonic without concentrating?
Yes, I'll do that now. No problem.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I got reach. 15 glorious feet of reach. And it's gonna slide in between the two tables.
Just to make sure, it is now intersecting with the sound barrier, correct?
Yes, go ahead and apply the damage to him.
Hopefully it's not immune to sonic. Oh yay, it's finally something.
And Damon, you see two tentacles come at you. And the first one misses you. And the second one does manage to hit you. And it feels like that's 4. The tentacle that hit you is trying to grab you, but you are able to easily dodge out of the way of it. And you see two tentacles going toward the Migo. And both of them do hit.
It's gonna eat that thing.
And, you know, it kills the Migo, and it starts dragging its body back over.
Okay, go, gentlemen, are we backing up a bit out of this room?
Yes, just to the edge as far as we can, with you able to reach it to attack.
This can reach me anywhere, so.
Yeah.
Well, this puts me just out of the range. And as a swift action, I'm just going to use one lay on hands on me.
Now, sorry, just does this thing have blind sense, or does the invisibility take effect again on Ruka?
We might have to do some kind of check on that.
Yeah, it's a aberration, so
that's dungeoneering, I think, which I do not have.
You know, I might even go with
Arcana?
Yeah, you know, I would even go Arcana or
Planes?
Planes?
Or I suppose it might be religion.
And,
Anyways, Arcana and Planes best friends.
Yeah, Arcana Planes, Religion. Okay, let's talk about the Dark Young. It's got a four tentacle attack. It's got sucking maws. It's capable of trampling. It cannot be tripped. You already know that it's immune to acid, electricity, fire, and poison. It's got damage reduction 15 for slashing.
That's not immune cold. That's good to know.
You were really low.
Yeah, you're really low for me too. Is it incorporeal too?
No, it is not incorporeal.
You should be so lucky.
God, I wish I had freedom of movement on.
Which it itself is under a constant freedom of movement. And it does have some spell-like abilities.
Yay.
And, if it grabs you and gets you into its sucking maws, that you will take some strength drain. Strength. Yeah.
Nice. This might be a small question to ask. Is this scaled to 3 players?
Adventure Pass are scaled to 4.
Oh, damn.
Now, in fairness, we have made it through most of the Adventure Path with 3 players.
Which we also didn't get a chance to rest.
Oh, I'm pretty much not much I can do at the moment, so I'm just gonna wait.
I got one arcane point left. I gotta make use of that somehow.
Okay, Migo number 4 just got eaten. And Darius, got anything up your sleeve?
Well, since Damon made a wish, I will grant it. And give him freedom of movement, so there's no grappling tentacles for him.
And look to Darius, thank you, my new god.
And then I will take retreat back from him. The other thing we could do, we can retreat down the passage. If it follows us, it's going to have to squeeze, and that's going to hurt it.
Gruka will take 2 squares back. concentrate on the sound barrier, the wall. Oh, so close. That was so... That die just like rolled.
You didn't do anything. You don't have to make a concentration check.
Oh, that's only when I take damage?
If you take damage, yeah. Or I don't know, concentration Pathfinder, if you're casting another spell, is that why he had to?
I'm just trying to concentrate on the circle on the wall.
Yeah. No, because it lasts as long as you can concentrate on it plus 1 round.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna step back and just stay there for now.
Okay, Damon, you can tell that you can feel that some sort of spell is trying to affect your mind.
What's he trying to do? Charm me?
And I need you to make a will save.
Do you want it in the wind tower or just in the open?
You can throw it out in the open.
That's probably not good.
No, that's not good at all. You become confused.
Yay. So how's confused work anyways?
Give me a second.
You make some rolls and then you act on those rolls.
And how do I get rid of confused?
It has to be removed. Or some kind of spell cast on you.
Greater restoration.
Greater? Even regular restoration doesn't work.
The affected creature suffers from a continuous confusion effect as the spell. Remove curse does not remove insanity. Greater restoration, heal, limited wish, miracle, or wish can restore the creature. And
you said remove curse?
Remove curse does not.
Oh.
As a paladin, are you partially or immune to any of these things, or this is not one of your things?
Well, I'm immune to charm effects. I don't know if that does confusion.
No.
No.
You'd have to be immune to mind-affecting effects.
Yeah, because I'm immune to charm, disease, and fear.
Nope.
And I'm going to be really nice. Crap, that's the button I want. And I'm going to give you 4 rounds of confusion.
Okay.
Instead of making that a permanent effect. Just because this is a little big for 3 players. And it's going to move forward some.
What do I roll anything here? Or?
Okay,
on your next turn. Yeah.
yep.
It's my turn now, so.
It's usually a D100, and there's 4 options. We did this in Room Lords on Friday.
I made a confusion actions notes. Just open it.
Okay, with an 89, you attack the nearest creature.
And that's Shignug, or...
So it's probably going to be odd even between the creature and Gruka.
Because with lunge, you can get either.
Yeah. So how do I figure this one out?
So you either determine high to get me, or 1 me and 0, or some kind of binary.
Oh, what should I roll here? Like a D6?
Yeah,
Or
roll a D6
odd,
and
even, yeah.
high is Gruka and low is the creature.
Oh,
Attack creature.
So it's a full attack round. And since I'm confused, I cannot use Smite Evil, so...
Yeah, you have to 5 foot up, I guess.
He
Now
does.
I
He
got
can
reach.
lunge.
I have the lunge ability. I can attack from where I am. Just let me apply the AC negative to me. Thank you for cold iron, because I think that's what let me hit.
Slashing. It's DRs cancelled by slashing.
Ah, cool.
Okay, Darius.
Well, we definitely don't want to get close to Damon.
Well, you wouldn't know that as a player. Your character wouldn't know that.
True, because I haven't made any effect yet. Did that turn count as one of the countdowns, or?
Yeah, it'll come up when it hits you again.
So my bombs, I do not have a lot.
What did you learn today, Winter? I learned you make your creatures immune to acid, electric, fire, and poison, and you've defeated the alchemist.
Well, I'm going to. I'll have to take like next discovery will have to be like a bomb one. Let me change the damage. Alright, I will use Cure Moderate Injection on Grook. And take a 5-foot stack.
Gruka will 5 foot step back. Alright, so in order to keep this thing up, I can't cast a spell, so I need to concentrate on that. So what I'm going to do is just continue to concentrate on it.
Okay, and you want to go ahead and apply the sound damage from it?
Does it take? No, yeah.
Okay, buddy, I'm sorry they left you in reach. That one misses you. That one definitely, it slams into the wall 5 feet above your head. And he does manage to hit you with one.
Okay, here we go again. The one time I want to roll low, I probably always roll high.
No, you want high. You want to attack these creatures again.
Yeah, you don't have to roll if it's the nearest creature.
Yeah, and that's what it is again.
Yep, you got him.
Okay. Like I said, since I'm confused, I can't use smite either, right?
Nope.
Okay. Where's the lunge?
What? This thing's not evil. Are you kidding?
Why would
I'm
you
sure
think
it's
that?
benevolent. Because it's from another dimension and burst out some guy's head. Nice. Even crazy.
You know, I'm sure it identifies as lawful good.
And that ends my turn.
I'll let it have lawful, maybe.
That's not good. Darius, what can I do?
Keep the pally up. Keep healing him.
Yeah, to do that though, I have to detach my tumor, and he'll probably end up killing my tumor.
Oh, that's right. The tumor will then be the closest thing.
Yeah. Do I need to touch I do?
Did we learn whether it has eyes?
Doesn't look like it's in the picture. Looks like it's just a whole bunch of mouths and tentacles.
Yeah, there's no blind sight or it cannot see invisibility.
Oh, okay.
So it's dependent on its eyes?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Wait.
There are no eyes on that thing.
Yeah, dark vision cannot see invisibility. It does have tremor sense.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, it's probably not sight dependent if it has tremor sense of sort.
Yeah, I really do not have much that I can do. Oh, I guess this might come in handy. I will cast Long Arm. I'll inject Long Arm into Grulka. So you now have, by default, you can attack at 10 feet.
Okay. That might be helpful. Gruka will continue to concentrate on the sound, the wall of sound, and wait for an opportunity.
Okay, you want to go ahead and apply the ongoing damage for that?
You know, I guess we're not safe out of the wood if we end up killing this thing. We got the paladin to worry about, because he's confused.
Only for a couple more rounds.
We can
Okay.
run faster than him. He's in light.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna re-roll that on you this time.
You rolled them on yourself?
Yeah. I was trying to. I had already clicked and was dragging the dice and was trying to cancel them. Yes, that one does manage to hit you. And the second one misses you. Third one misses you. And my confirmed crit misses. Damn it.
Well, we were still playing. You can still do damage. It's not a crit damage.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Not that I need to tell you. Not that I need to give myself more damage.
And have 6 points of damage.
Wait, why am I lunging?
Oh, wait.
You need to roll your,
Do your confusion roll. There you go.
And a 48, and you just stand there this round, babbling incoherently.
Alright, we definitely know what something's up.
Yeah, now you do. I'm sitting here rubbing my finger over my lip.
Okay, Darius.
Alright, so I know bad things will happen, but I will detach my tumor familiar and send it scampering over to Damon.
Okay.
And it crawls up his leg. Don't mind me.
I'm still going.
Hello, old friend. It'll be okay.
Oh, and I'll take another 5-foot step back.
I'll continue to concentrate.
All I know is that confusion was a good idea.
Gruka, would you like to apply the sound damage?
Yes, I would.
No
way! Best 4th level spell.
Okay, pass it on to me. I'm still confused.
Don't attack the nearest target. Don't attack the nearest target.
I act normally.
Yes, you do.
What the F is going on here? I'm confused.
How did that thing die?
Well, the Circle of Sound did really well.
Oh, thankfully.
Even if I'm just like, if you hadn't confused me, I would have smited evil, because I'm pretty sure that would have bypassed everything.
Well, that was hairy.
Yeah. And the only reason I was praying for freedom of movement is because I'm pretty sure this thing would have swallowed me.
All right, so we're gonna step a little bit further away from the paladin for now.
You want to make one last roll?
I think actually when it gets to your turn again, it was off. You've had the 4 rounds.
Oh yeah, true. And I'd look up to the dome, see if there's anything flying towards us.
Yeah, you're not seeing any additional threats in the room. And can I get everyone to make a perception check?
Here comes -2 for mine.
Okay, Damon, you don't see this, but Gruka, you and Darius, for a moment, you have the Dark Young is a connection point to the material plane for Shignagruth. And for a moment there, it's like you're seeing into another world, another dimension. But
Nice.
you catch this glimpse of Shignagruth, and which is truly the black goat of the woods with 1,000 young in all of her glory. You see this tangle of flesh and hair and colossal tentacles and mouths and fins and hooves and thousands of dark staring eyes that seem to open onto vistas of unimaginable star-studded darkness, and it pierces your very soul. And
Why'd you make us look?
Well, I'm kind of glad I rolled low.
Here comes insanity effect.
Yeah, we'll cover that here in just a second. And moments later, the form just dwindles away with astonishing speed, and right as Shignagruth is expelled from this reality, there's this backlash of alien energy that's surging through the equipment in the dome. And there are sparks flying from the mysterious devices, and you can see cracks forming in the dome's metal skin, and lake water is starting to flood into the dome.
Close the door! Close the door!
We should see if there's. We should do. How much, like, is it like starting to really flood, or do we have like a few seconds to check out the room?
Honestly, you can tell that it's going to take about 10 minutes for this room to flood.
Alright, I think we should probably check out the room before we run screaming.
I was going to say close the door and I was going to use no helmet and underwater action to search. But if we have 10 minutes, okay, let's search.
Yeah, you would be able to, when you leave the room, you'd be able to hit the button to bring the door back up and to withhold the water. Um,
And we'll search the room as much best we can.
okay, as you are searching the room, you find some coins. You find 155 platinum pieces, and you find 500 gold pieces, and you find the clothing from the gentleman who was strapped to the table. And one of the items that you find is yet another one of the little Whispering Way signet secret society rings. So that alone causes you to suspect that, you know, this guy was the Dark Rider that you never accounted for. You found his horse, you know, in the house on the surface, but never the rider.
Serves him right.
And he had a +1 wounding sickle, a belt of giant strength +2, mist mail,
Interesting.
yeah, the fine links of this +1 chain shirt form a pattern of rolling clouds.
Cool.
And once per day you can transform it into a thick fog that fills his space and provides concealment. And the fog does move with you. And
oh, nice.
You also find the Seasage effigy that the rider was transporting here from Lippestadt.
At last, it's mine. To the Whispering Tyrant.
You can now go back and say, Leland, we found it.
There we go.
And I'm going to put all that in the party sheet.
Alright, I'm going to take a couple of minutes before the place fills up, carve out some of the creature's teeth if I can, so I can make a necklace out of it, just for the hell of it.
Not a problem, Gruka.
Yeah, this seems like it's pretty cool that we took it down. Good for necklace, yes.
As it turns out, it takes over your mind.
And I'll step out of the room after we're done searching and close the door.
Yeah, and then once there we don't seem to see anything else of interest, Garrus will leave the room as well.
And
First, here's another thing. Should we actually let this place flood?
With 10 minutes, even after searching, we could conceivably get back to our airlock and just. There might be some merit to letting the whole place flood. You have a point?
You do have time to get back to the airlock.
What should we do with all those brains?
That's what I was thinking.
Well,
we have no idea what to do with them, unfortunately.
And we can't really take them back with us because we have no room to dive out of. There's only room
and
for
it looks
people.
like it's they're the cords or whatever that's attached to it's probably keeping it alive.
And nothing good could have been planned for them, given who harvested their brains.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're trying to be turned into those things. The thing we just killed.
Maybe, or some other monstrosity. Yeah,
you know, perhaps we should try to destroy them.
Or I wonder if we just let the place flood, if that does not have the same effect.
Yeah, you know, just from all your interactions with Mayor Greedle, that, you know, you would probably get rewarded for destroying the place.
Yeah. I think we should let it flood then. There's nothing, we don't want people to hear this is a horrible place of abominations. Best it be wiped in the face of Galarian.
Yeah, Gruka just has this nagging feeling that the flood might not destroy it, but there's nothing she can do because she's got no spells left.
I'm pretty sure you can just push them off the pedestal.
Step on them.
You guys want to do that if we have time and if it's not flooded yet?
We probably have time to go make a quick stop and...
GM, do we?
Barbarian smash! Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just nagging feeling the water might not do anything to it. But then again, I don't know anything. I just want to... Gruka just wants to make sure, physically destroy them. Because if it spawns any more of these dark youngs, it's bad news.
Yeah.
Darius is okay with it in this case. It's... Yeah, what was done to him was abomination. It seems more like a mercy to release them.
Yeah, because there's no redemption for these people. And also in the room, you found a little scroll case that had the following letter, and that is what Necrophagus Secrets Whisper through Chronicles of Raven's Tongues. These words, no doubt familiar to you, are your next task. Take the effigy to GL in Ilmarsh. He will exchange it for the legendary mace. When the item is in your possession, join your partner in Cephalus, and the Carrion crown can finally be completed.
What was the mayor's name?
Greedle. The GL was George Larson.
Okay.
Pull up the NPCs.
Are you guys doing the Obsidian Portal forum where you can exchange stuff, discussion or whatever?
We tried to, but Obsidian kept on breaking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Winter has his own website page set up.
Yeah, I just want to out of game get Darius's spells and trade my spells.
Yeah, I so missed the email portal, and so anyway, I have started writing my own calendar application now to send out the emails.
If you send me the link, I forgot to sign up. I had it in my browser, and then I ended up rebooting my computer before I ever started it again. Because I'd never meant to not sign up.
Yeah, I'll be more than happy to. And really, you don't have to sign up unless you want to post, but you know where the calendar's at now.
Yeah.
And so anyway, when you were talking with the mayor the very first time, he made the comment that you don't get many visitors to Ilmarsh, and he had talked about really believe it was George Lawson, who had come to town trying to get some business arrangements and so forth. But he was actually there looking for the Raven's Head mace that you all have in your possession now.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. And Califas, that's the capital of Ustalav, is it not?
I know it's on the other side of the lake where you're at.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
So, on your way out, you are destroying the heads and so forth.
Yes.
You know,
And
just
should we put those scums out of the miseries too?
No, we don't care about scum. I don't know that we have the time to do a proper job of it.
No, that's true.
yeah, and honestly, the flooding should take care of the scum and most likely the brains, but you're just being safe. And you get out to the airlock, and I know one of you had the helm of underwater action.
That was Damon. So I'll take the lead if we want to tire ourselves off again and take us towards the guppy.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, you managed to get into the guppy. And
Now we just need to get up.
And once again, for Gruka, I'm just gonna share the image of, you know, you're holding your breath, you're walking through the water, and you see this gigantic metal fish-looking thing hanging from, you know, cabling and an air hose going up to the surface. I'm sorry?
She's into it. Looks pretty awesome.
And from understanding, it's going to take a couple of hours to get up.
Yes. And, you know, you all managed to climb into the fish's mouth and get into the diving bell part of it. And you ring the bell, and, you know, you can feel fresh air coming in through the hose for a little bit, and then he rings the bell to signal that, you know, he's going to start pulling you up. And the airflow stops, and he pulls you up for a while, and then he pumps some air, and he pulls you up for some little while longer, pumps some more air, and, you know, over the course of a couple of hours, eventually you make it to the top. And Horace connects it to the winch on the boat, and, you know, pulls you up, and you all are once again safely on board Horace Kroon's vessel.
Not go to him. You will not believe the shit we seen down there.
Y'all been gone for a while. I was wondering what happened.
Well, nice to meet you. Was glad you stayed, and make sure we can get up.
Yeah.
I'm Gruka.
Yeah, who's the new girl?
Gruka's the name.
I thought this thing was a little heavier pulling it up.
Oh, be careful there.
Yeah. Vrock had an unfortunate accident, but we found Vruka. Vruka, who's in prisoner.
Well, that's cool. And let's see.
Hey, poor Vrock had an arcane mishap with one of his pits.
I still think that Bob, when he went insane, turned on him.
He was pecked to death. Let's see. Did Horace Kroon offer you any reward?
Well, damn it, he should.
I can't remember now.
I'll have to go
I
back.
don't remember him offering us a reward.
I'll have to go back and look at that. So anyway, you're on board ship, all nice and sound, and, you know, Horace sets sail for Ilmarsh, and eventually, you know, he you go back to the familiar boat dock that you're familiar with, and work your way back into town. And as you're going to report to the mayor, people aren't really friendly. Um, they're not being mean, but you know, they're not going out of their way to talk to you.
Yeah, because we probably brought back way too much bad information from them.
And we killed a good number of their citizens. I mean, they deserved it, but still.
Only the priest. And the priest
I
killed
think
the
we
rest.
killed a few priests.
And the shit and the evil Atlantis did the rest.
And as you were when you get back to town and meet with the mayor, and you know, he is more than anxious to hear the results of your excursion. He talks about a strange occurrence that happened just a while before you all, you know, a couple hours before you all returned to town, and that there was you know, he had some people out at the house, and you know, suddenly there was like this violent shaking, a release of energy, and it pretty much destroyed the house.
Ooh, that might have happened when we destroyed the connection to the other plane. Would that coincide around the time we take out the young guy? The youngling?
Yes, it was connected.
So we'll explain to him what exactly happened down there and what happened around that time.
And needless to say, the mayor is ecstatic that you all have solved this problem that's been plaguing the town. And, you know, unfortunately, fellas, you have brought to light a lot of bad stuff that's happened in our town. We've had people associated with the church that have disappeared overnight, and for the most part, we're figuring that anybody that was involved with the church has, you know, fled to avoid any reprisals. And, you know, uh, people aren't truly happy, but, you know, they know that bad stuff was going on and they're glad to see it over. But really, everyone just wants to quit talking about it and act like it never happened.
Well, hopefully we took care of that city. We let it flood, so...
And let's see, I don't remember, I don't think he offered you any money for going back either, did he?
He should have, but no, I don't believe so.
Yeah, because you got 4,000 when you saved the mayor, or when Bob come riding into town with the baby.
Yeah, we told him we're gonna go out and investigate that under the dome and all that under the waves, but I don't think he said anything about the reward.
Okay, so, gentlemen, this is officially the end of Book 4. You know where you have to go next to prevent the Carrion Crown from being completed. And from where you're at, it's kind of northwest on the map, across the lake in Carthian.
Is our map open?
Sorry. Let me give you a link. That way you can see what I'm seeing. Where Caliphus is on that map, and Throne Step, you're just a little bit north of Throne Step on that map. So you pretty much got to sail across the lake.
Okay.
And before we get into experience, does anybody want anything from the party sheet? If not, we will sell it.
What's the party sheet? What you described we found in that room? Is that what you're saying?
It's everything that we found. So, I mean, there's more stuff in there, too, you might want to take a look at.
Yeah, just hit the little eye at the top corner where the people's beside it. Top right corner, where it says party sheet, and there'd be an inventory there, and you can drag and click into your inventory.
Oh, okay. Let me take a look at it.
And also, I did not know this until Saturday night's game. Gems and anything considered art, you can pretty much, it sells for full value.
Okay, nice.
So, on items that would be considered art or gems, what I'm doing is I am just doubling the amount of them. So when we sell them, you get credit, full credit for them.
Mist armor's not bad. Too bad it's not heavy.
What weapons can I use? Simple.
You can use simple. You got the wounding sickle on her.
Is sickle, are sickles simple?
Yeah, it's simple weapon, light melee.
I mean, I don't want to be in melee, but...
I might want to hold on to the rapier cold iron because cold iron's just useful sometimes.
Yep.
I'm not sure if I want to do the wounding sickle because a two-handed weapon fighting will take a lot of feats.
Nope, that's good. Chainmail's medium, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I am light.
Well, the chain, the +1 chain, the mist mail looks like it's chain shirt, so that's light, isn't it?
Oh, is this mail chain shirt?
Yeah. It's a +1 chain shirt, that's what it says in the description.
Oh, okay. That I can use, but again, I'm not in melee, so if anyone else uses a chain shirt.
Yeah, it would reduce my AC. It's useful with the fog thing. You might just want to wear it, make use of that fog sometimes.
Yeah, no, that's true. Okay, I'll take the mismill then.
Yeah, I get pretty much everything. I don't really need anything in there.
And guys, I'll be right back.
Well, there was two iron rapiers in there. Iron cold iron rapiers in there.
Is there two? I see only one.
While they were stacked on top of each other. You drag one into your inventory sheet, so that means there must have been two.
Oh, it actually deducts from it. Huh, interesting.
Yeah, my great sword's cold iron.
Yeah, blue's on my wad on the adamantine scimitar.
Do you have a ring of protection yet?
I do actually.
Alright. I do too, Damon. I'm assuming you do.
Yeah.
I also bought a cloak of resistance too, so, and then I have a belt slot already with a physical might.
Alright, I'll take the belt just because my strength is pathetic.
Yeah, I already have a belt of +2.
Oh, never mind. I have a belt of dexterity.
Now, are there any of those books containing spells or useful? Because we don't want to sell them if we need some information from it.
No, they're all they all had information, but no magic spells.
Yeah, like the book of geometry is like 20,000 gold. So
Was that describe what generally what it does, or in short?
I can't remember now. We'll have to ask Winter when he comes back.
I'm back.
The book of obtuse geometry. Do you remember what it was for? Because it's worth a lot.
I think it was just something we found.
Yes, it was, oh, I can't remember where you found it, but it was one of the books that you found for, like, research and so forth.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was in the house, because I remember being here when we got it. I'm pretty sure it was with the priest's area.
Makes sense. I think we've taken everything that we were going to use from there, Winter.
Okay, let's find out what's missing prices.
Do you want to use some of the money to put into a Cure Serious wand for the party? Or do you guys think it's necessary?
Let me just check what ones I already have.
Or some kind of wand that we can tap, either, you know, something useful.
We can do that if you want. Yeah, the only wand I have is on one spider climb, so I mean, it did.
Yeah.
You actually did use it, but
Yeah, spider climb's useful. So something utilitarian or healing would be good for. Get a nice high level one so we can like tap it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Unfortunately, I can't use it.
What's Darius's UMD?
hers UMD is plus 19.
Alright, so that's definitely a good skill to have then to use wands.
Okay.
Yes, he's the party's rogue and healer.
Yeah, I throw what heals I can, but that's from the actual battle.
Well, our original party was a paladin, a war priest, and 2 alchemists, so we all had healing at the very beginning.
That was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell me how much to contribute to the wand, and I'll do that.
It's already in the party sheet. We can just always take some out to get one.
Yeah. This would be like something from the party sheet, like a collective thing that we can use on everybody. So I either vote for like something like a Cure Serious, or like a Fireball or something that Darius can hold on to.
Yeah, it's up to you guys. Like serious, thus far I've always been able to have enough extracts available to heal because that's largely what I've used them on. But it's never a bad backup to have that healing wand in your back pocket.
Yeah, just make sure like it doesn't take up your resources when you're using your healing. Just have some backup. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And now that I have more buffs now, so that always comes in handy.
So if you want to buy a community wine, just give me a price and I'll subtract it from the gold before I split it out.
So do we want to go healing or do we want that AoE? Because that's well, I have bombs for AoE. We're not too bad on AoE.
Okay.
Healing.
Actually, Cure Serious is really expensive. Just maybe a moderate for 4,500.
That's reasonable.
The Cure Serious is like
11,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I will put that in my inventory winter if you want to take out 4,500 from our party sheet.
Okay.
And so until you find a discovery to swap out the types of bomb, is there something useful that you can, so that you're not just relying on acid, or is this relatively rare?
I think that's relatively rare. My bombs are from. The reason they're acid is that they are specially designed to work extra effective against undead and constructs and less effective against everything else.
Right.
When do you get your next discovery?
We just leveled up to 10, so it'll take a little while.
It'll be level 12 unless I take the feat extra discovery.
Okay, like I said, you should have advanced to level 10 just a little bit sooner than what you did.
Mm-hmm.
And completing the adventure with the storyboards and everything puts you at level 11 now.
Woo!
Okay.
And I subtracted the one from the party sheet, and if you want, I will distribute the gold now.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Just in time for us to head to Big City.
Whorehouses.
We can drop back in on the sister. Or no, the daughter. Hey, we're wealthy and successful now.
Wait, are you trying to impress her?
That's right. We were all competing to impress her while she was. That's back from the first book.
I see.
No, I'm the sole survivor, so I guess I win by default.
Well, I think Kruka might check it out too.
I'm married to my goddess.
And I'm going to leave the 3 Whispering Way rings in the inventory because they might come in handy.
Oh, absolutely. I think we should keep that. So in Pathfinder, 1 platinum is 10 now? It's not 100, right? 10 gold?
Is it 10 or is it 5?
No!
I think it's 10 gold.
I think it's
yeah, I think everything's
like
10s.
That makes sense, yeah.
comes the fun part, leveling up again.
Alright, GM, actually, if you would just go in the character section and delete the 2 Maguses and the extra Gruka characters, or you can leave them or whatever. It depends on whether you're stickler for like clearing out your stuff or not.
Can you change the name on the Gruka that you're currently using so I don't delete her?
So the Gruka I have right now is open, so she's not in your selection. If you delete it...
No, it is for the GM. You see everything.
Oh, really? Alright, I'm gonna put the one that's currently, I'm gonna put Gruka 1 so you don't delete it, okay?
That'll work. Okay.
Alright, so the good version is Gruka-1.
And clear out the Maguses.
And next session we should be at 11th, right?
Yes sir, you are level 11.
Alright, sounds good. Well, I have to say, I'm glad I was able to pick up this game. It's fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it too. I joined for this book.
Yeah, no, it's a decent adventure path, and it's been good to go through.
Yes it has, and you know, I played the first book twice, and then said, okay, if we're gonna play it, I'm gonna have to GM it. And meeting with a couple of guys this week for new players, so I think I may have one for this game.
Cool. There's also, you may or may not hear from Torian. I did mention to him on Friday, and he seemed like he was thinking about it anyway. So I don't know if you'll hear from him or not.
Okay.
But yeah, Valk leaving renewed his interest some.
Hey, is there a rest thing in Fantasy Grounds so that our spells are like refreshed? Is that on the GM side?
Yeah, you can give an overnight rest.
Yep, you got them all back.
There you go. Thank you. Alright, I am going to make the adjustment in next session, but I think you gotta go, right, GM?
Yeah, I'm gonna book, but I can leave the server up. It's not a big deal at all, so if you want to level up now, you can. If not, you can next week.
Cool.
Yeah, you have the server up like an hour ahead of game anyway, so that's plenty of time.